Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader. Welcome to Crypto Wars. What's up, bro?
What's going on, dude?
Are we on here? There we go. The little eyeball that was telling us how many people were in here was like dead set at 0. And I was like, wait a minute. I know we haven't been on lately, but I know we got more than 0 people in here. Well, for all of you that are in here, welcome to Crypto Wars. Good to see everybody. I'm going to have a nice little conversation today surrounding, obviously, trading. You're hearing a lot of that from us. The next upcoming season of Trading Wars in a couple weeks. Excited about that. On top of that, we got a little XRP news, so stick around for that. XRP fam, talk about what's going on with XRP. And then we've got some conversations, I think, that need to be had about the overall crypto markets, not just the top 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 tokens, but some of these tokens that a lot of people are putting a lot of money into and playing around with, and maybe some problems that we have run into, things that we're noticing, trends that are happening. So stick around if you're looking for some alpha on some of the lower cap stuff on how you can, possibly make some money in maybe a little bit different format than you're used to. So yeah, let me jump into the chat real quick. Who's up in here? Who was first? Crypto Wanderer. So what's up, everyone? Smash the like on the way in. Crypto Wanderer, good to see you. Jay is in the house. GRT Moon Boot. V-Sun. Sophisticated dirtbag fly fishing. Good to see you. Moeda de Cagar. Vlad is in the house. Genre G, Remy Relief, and Rob. Good to see everybody. Hopefully you guys are absolutely killing this Thursday. Crusader, have you been doing any trading today?
No, I haven't traded today. I traded the last time I traded was yesterday.
Okay.
Missed my initial freaking take profit by $25. And it came down, and then freaking I was able to still pull off profit, but dude, I would have pulled off like double the profit if it would have hit my take profit.
If it would have hit your take profit. I hate that when it like ticks up and like barely freaking misses it. That's
$25, bro.
The global crypto market cap is at 2.49 trillion with a T dollars. That's up 4.96%. Bitcoin up over 67, approaching 68K, 67,617. Glad to see it. ETH sitting flat, a little bit over 38.50. It's at 38.60 right now. BNB bags have been pumping. I don't have a lot of BNB, but I've got a few of them. It's at $457, so that's actually doing well for me. Solana, that's one of the things I want to talk to you about today, Crusader, in the meme token genre. Solana is one of those. I've got some questions maybe that you can answer for me. XRP fam, look at that. Both daily and weekly in the green. It is a miracle. Love it. Cardano rocking and rolling up about 75 cents. Dogecoin was absolutely ripping, but it's at 15 cents, down a few percent. And then Shiba doesn't surprise me at all, down almost 10%. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is you can only pump so many hundreds of percents before things have to cool off a little bit. It just can't happen exponentially. Let's scroll down and take a look. One of them I want to chat on today is Toncoin. Toncoin's pretty flat at $2.72. And let's see here. Where are we at? Where are my... Oh, look at that. Neck and neck. Caspa, 16 cents, up 7.5%. Glad to see it. And VeChain, the VeChain Vigilantes, up about 4.5% at a little bit less than 5 cents. Dude, I'm telling you, we've been going back and forth on those. The funny thing is, like, we've been talking about, I want this, I want that. You know what? I want both of those to succeed for sure. And I'm
have you been buying the dip?
On Caspa or VeChain?
Either one. I've been buying the Caspa dip. When it dipped down to like 12 cents, I scooped up some more.
So I may or may not have a little mining action that's going to be happening on Caspa. So I'm going to pull off of that. And then VeChain, yes, I grabbed a little bit more when, what was it, 2 days ago when we had the huge dip. So yes, I want to see both of those really succeed. Do you think, let me ask you this, you think Caspa, let's pull this up, you think Caspa can hit, I've been hearing people talk about like $3 and $4, dude. What do you think?
I've heard that as well.
It's at 3.7 billion right now. Let's just go to $3. That's a 20x from here right now. Okay, that's a 20x. In fact, it's a little bit less than that, but a 20x. That's $74 billion market cap. Thoughts?
Yeah, I did a price prediction video on Caspa. I think my base case was $1 and some change, like a little bit higher than just $1.
Yeah.
And then I think I don't remember what my ultimate case, like the highest case I saw was. I don't remember. I did it like a few weeks ago. But yeah, $3, $4. I've heard that conversation. I've heard that before. I mean, anything's possible.
It's
right?
not that it can't happen. It's just
It's because it's possible for the simple fact that if look where Bitcoin's at right now, the market cap for Bitcoin, right? We're so early in this bull market.
Yeah.
And the market cap for the total crypto can go so much higher than we expect that it could really take some of these cryptos a lot higher than expected.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
It's possible, but I'm not gonna wait for $4 or whatever to take profits.
No.
I'm definitely gonna be taking profits on $1 plus.
Yeah.
And just create a moon bag and let the rest ride. But I'm definitely going to be taking profits out of $1 plus.
Yeah, I mean, $1.
Go for it.
$1 makes a whole lot of sense. Obviously, it's that big whole number. But then, as we look at Caspa, for those of you that don't know, is the second largest proof of work blockchain. So you've got Bitcoin and Caspa, and that happened fast, right?
Oh, yeah.
It happened really fast. Now, that being said, the Caspa miners are expensive. They take up more rack space. They're hard to work on. Apparently, I'm getting this information just from some stuff on the back end. And so one of the, but they're profitable. They are definitely that. So man, $1, a little bit over 6x from here, that'd be about a $20 billion market cap, dude. We've looked at tokens that are way less than what this thing fundamentally is, hit that type of a number. So I don't see why not. I don't see why $1 isn't almost like a shoe-in short of something wild happening in the crypto space.
Yeah, I think $1 is almost, I don't want to say guarantee, but I would say like 95% chance for sure that it's hitting $1.
Jay said $1.50. I'm taking profits, fully expecting to. Here's what I always wonder. When you hear things like that, so Jay, you can toss this in the chat if you want. Where does that number come from? Like where? Yeah. Is it a market cap type number? Is it
number? Based off some of the other proof of work tokens, the kind of like you start comparing different tokens on their different market structure, right? Different narratives, right? Proof of work. You got staking. You've got AI. You've got decentralized science. You got freaking.
Of course,
whatever other DPIN, all these other
making comparisons on those, you mean?
And then you make comparisons of those and like the level of market dominance that they might achieve, and stuff like that. I mean, it's all a guess, right? There's no, it's called a price prediction, not a price fact.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. Possible. It's not a price fact. You're right. Hey, Jay is asking where you guys store your Caspa. So I've got an app called Caspium, which a lot of people like to use. Kaspium. Obviously, you can put it on centralized exchanges, but Ledger, I know a lot of people have shied away from Ledger because of the quote unquote backdoor. But you can now store it on a Ledger hardware wallet as well. Where are you storing it, Crusader? Is this something you're actually holding on an exchange?
Yeah, I've been too lazy to download the app. I'm still keeping it on the centralized exchange.
Yeah, I think MEXC is one. I mean, there's a number of. I think you can KuCoin, however you technically say that. But yeah, I see big things coming out of Caspa, and I'm looking forward to seeing both Caspa and obviously you've been hearing me talk about VeChain. Hoping both of those are going to do well. Crusader, you want to pull a little TA on Bitcoin or negative?
Yeah, we can look at Bitcoin's price action here.
Right. I'll pull it up when you get it taken care of. Jay says Tangem is where he stores it. There's definitely a number of different places.
Yeah, Tangem is another cold storage. It's kind of like Arculus. It's a little card that you like tap on your phone.
Okay.
Unlocks it or whatever.
Okay. Dude, there's so much in the crypto space at this point. There's new stuff all the time. It's overload for the amount of options that you have. Yep, got it. Good.
Yeah, so basically for the daily range here, we're actually breaking above it right now. Or the 5 minute. Let me jump down to the 15. We're breaking above the value area high of the daily range. We're coming back down, retesting. I want to see if this can actually hold. So far, we've had a very strong uptrend all day. Like you can see here, just all day, this thing just been going up.
So higher lows, baby. Higher lows. Let's get it.
Yeah, just straight up the entire day since the bottom here. When we hit the value area low, we bounced, broke to the point of control, broke to this point of resistance here, broke the value area high, and now big target up here is 68,527 or some change. Yeah, 568, 513. Try to make a run for it, obviously, but we couldn't. Coming back down. Hopefully, this value area high holds. If it doesn't, we get a bounce from here. Maybe we go back up, but we are getting overbought. Reversal signal, red dot on market cipher. A lot of different things telling us we're probably not going to. There hasn't been a lot of volume in Bitcoin today, even though the ETFs are still buying up a ton. They're still buying up a ton of price action. So, in general, I think overall on the macro stuff, I've talked about it here. Like if you look at the 4 hour, let me zoom out here. On the 4 hour, we had a very strong dip right down to the point of control of this previous range that we were in. We bounced off of that hard, kind of a swing failure pattern here, bounced back up, and since then we're kind of just in here. So it's possible that we could just range, man. I'm expecting $55,000 to $56,000 drop, but it could be possible that we just range
down to 55 or 56. You said,
yeah, because that is the value area low for this range here, and like we never retested that low. We broke into this range and just blasted off and spent the majority of the time up here. We never came down to this value area low and retested that breakout. We came down to the point of control and bounced off once again, right? So are these little bounces going to eventually break down? Possibly. It'd be a 20% pullback from where we're at to this value area low, which would be a decent pullback to cool off. But if Bitcoin starts ranging up here between 63,000 and the all-time high and just starts building support in these mid-60s, it's looking very, very strong that Bitcoin is just going to freaking rip to the upside.
Yeah, and when it takes off,
we're 45 days, 42 days away from the halving. Yeah. Did you know that there's a statistic out there that says in the last 3 out of 4 halvings, Bitcoin has doubled up in 20 days after the halving. Whatever price it was at, it's doubled from there. So if this thing stays in the 60s or even in the 50s, 20 days after the halving,
that were to happen,
100K. Yeah. It's happened 75% of the time.
Yeah.
Right. So pretty good odds there.
Yeah. And, I was talking with this about somebody else. Here's the reality. If you're talking about the crypto markets right now and the ETF conversation doesn't come into play, it has to. And so you can get tired of hearing it. But the facts are really simple. We've said for a long time, if you've been around crypto, there's this thing where people say, this time's different. This time's different. But it's different. But this time, it is different. It is. It's not saying that we won't see a mimic of other markets. It's not saying that. But the facts are simple. It is different. And if you can't at least look at the idea that institutional old money that otherwise would not be in Bitcoin for the most part is now here. Now, it's not that institutions weren't buying. It's not that things weren't happening in the background that you weren't aware of. Listen, all of that was happening. But now you have institutional investor money going to individual, IRAs and long-term funds and saying, hey, we need to take 1% of your portfolio and put it into Bitcoin. And there's going to be people that have their funds being managed by somebody else. And I don't know this for a fact, like you might still have to sign off on a move towards Bitcoin. I really don't know. But let's assume that they don't have to do that. There's going to be a lot of people holding 1% of their portfolio or a small percentage of their portfolio that don't even know what Bitcoin is, right? And so for the people that do know what it is, but only got in because their financial advisor told them, hey, we're going to move this money, this capital over, wouldn't it be a scary proposition? Now, I know I'm not saying we're not going to see a huge dump. I'm not saying that we won't still see the crazy volatility, but think about the people who have never been in crypto and now they see a percentage of their portfolio jumping around by 40% or whatever. I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't see that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they would.
Super cycle, bro. I've been saying it for the entire bear market.
If we get a super cycle, it's not going to be the
same type of.
We're
not in a super cycle right now. We're entering we hit an all-time high before the halving. When has that ever happened?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't, and it is different. And so, but what I do want to say is if we go to the super cycle theory, I do believe the one thing we need to be aware of is that if we are going to that, the rise up and to the right will not be as dramatic. There will be jumps for sure, but I think if we continue to move up and to the right, you can't continue to expect 10, 15, 20, 30% moves at a time. I think it will be steadier. I mean, think about how fast we dropped from 69 to 62.
The higher the number gets, the harder it is to move, but it's still
Of
going to
course,
be steadily climbing. I mean, look, I have
diminishing returns are going to obviously slow that down. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, assuming we even have diminishing returns, but even with diminishing returns, there's a price prediction out there that I'll hit in a minute. But look, the Senate of Arizona is considering to add Bitcoin ETFs to their state's retirement portfolio.
Yeah.
This is long-term stuff, right? Like, this is what we've been talking about, the ETFs changing. So I saw a price prediction from a guy named something Lawson or something like that. Crypto Zombie posted it on his YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's literally does all the entire math of all the bull runs that have happened in the past, right? And how many X's each bull run has done. He's calculated averages, right? Bam, bam, bam. And then he averages out, based on what has been in the past, what the diminishing returns should be, which is like a 1.5x more of a jump from after post halving, which puts Bitcoin at approximately a $300,000 price, and you're still at diminishing returns. It's only a 1.5 overall. In the previous bull run was like a 3x overall. So even with diminishing returns, price prediction like that is extremely a lot higher. And everybody 6 months ago was like, I think Bitcoin's going to top out at 80K. Maybe we'll crack 100, but I don't think so. And now that narrative has been shifting very quickly to closer to 200K for a while now. And I was like, somebody thought I was crazy 6 months ago for talking about 200K Bitcoin, but now
I don't think it's ever a crazy conversation to have. Thank you to Crypto Pollo. He just gifted 5 memberships. So shout out to Crypto Pollo. You are the man. I just put you on the wheel, Crypto Pollo. You just got put on the wheel 15 times. For those of you that are new here, we have a game called Flip or Hodl that we will be playing here shortly, where we are giving away like $4,000. It is a mix between Deal or No Deal and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Back to what I was saying is that I don't think that it's ever crazy to have the conversation of where Bitcoin could go, because the facts are it's irrational in all sorts of ways. The way that it's moved in the past, in the present, but
is it irrational or is it logical?
Well, but how
more logical than irrational?
Well, no. Right now, because of all the things that are different, I agree that it's logical that we are hanging tough, that we are growing fast, that we are the things that are happening. I think that. But in the past, we have seen just absolute from nothing. Some of these numbers just fly off the freaking handle. So now that we move in and we've got all this money, this old money, all of this that you're talking about, the Senate putting their retirement money, when those type of people are actively opening up and giving the credence to Bitcoin and saying, hey, this is the real deal. I'm going to put something into this. This is important. And this has, is a real thing. I think that's where we start to see just a change in the types of movements. I'm not saying we won't still see big shifts. I just think that it might slow that down a little bit to the upside and to the downside. Now, the rest of the crypto markets, we're still going to see all sorts of fun. So strap in. And it's not that we won't see the same fun in Bitcoin, but I don't think it's ever crazy to have the conversation of I don't think an 80K Bitcoin is a crazy conversation. And I don't think a 200K Bitcoin is a crazy conversation.
Bitcoin is guaranteed.
Well, nothing's guaranteed, but I know what you're saying. I would all but agree with you. But
I would say 99% chance we hit 80K.
I would say we hit 80K as well. We're at damn near 70 right now. So I don't think there's going to be too many people that are going to argue with that.
You want to take that bet?
Negative.
Want to bet a few ETH on that?
No. No. Yeah, you know what? I'll bet you 10 ETH that we don't hit 80K by the end of business today.
Oh yeah, not great bet.
Come on. Put your money where your mouth is there, bull. So I think it'll be really interesting to see where and how fast this heads, and do we actually see it's different? And if so, what does that look like? Do you see? Okay, we've seen these massive drawbacks in Bitcoin. Do you think that after this bull market, this is total speculation. For those of you watching, we're not financial advisors. We are speculating on an asset that we've been buying for 7 years plus, okay? Just to be really clear. Do you see, with where we're at right now, pre-halving, over 60K, almost at 70K, we're almost at all-time highs pre-halving. do you see two things? One, do you see the massive 85% drop off happening as part of this next cycle? And number two, do you think that if that doesn't happen, that we will see true bear markets anymore? Or you think it's just totally going to be different?
So, right, I personally think the super cycle theory is coming true, and I don't think we're going to have those 80% pullbacks anymore. That's but that's my bias, right? Because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So until it happens, I can't say for sure with guarantee. Here it is.
Look at
everything I've said about 200K,
250K. Don't fade me. Last time I faded Bleaves, I lost in 1 ETH. So I'm not going to fade him live on the stream. But 250 by December, that's a number, bro.
Hey, bro. Anything's possible, bro.
I'm not making any more stupid bets.
I was talking about 200K for the entire bull run, and people were calling me crazy 6 months ago. This is exactly what I mean. Now people are talking about 200K in 6 months, right? Or
maybe I can get that ETH back from you know, if I bet him that and it did hit 250, do you know how much that ETH would be worth in US dollars at that point? Oh boy.
Oh boy, nice chunk.
It would be 10K plus.
Yeah. So long story short, I think the super cycle theory is coming to fruition. Everything that I've talked about, right? The ETFs, the election cycle, the freaking inflation rates, the banks collapsing, right? We've seen the bank stocks dropping. NYCB Bank dropped like 40% or 30% the other day again, right? Halting trading, all these things. So these things are still happening, and Bitcoin is now gotten the blessing from institutions that this is hard asset money to be holding on it. So
that's right.
We're hitting all-time highs before the halving. Long story short, I think it's coming to fruition. If that is fully what's going to happen, then I don't see an 80-60% drop anymore for Bitcoin. The bear market for Bitcoin is going to be very different. Not saying that the bear market for altcoins are going to be different. The altcoins will probably still bleed out a ton, but I don't think Bitcoin will, right? The other aspect is, even if we go back to that price prediction I talked to you about, he also talks about, hey, we hit 300K. We still have diminishing returns. He's not agreeing with the super cycle. He actually disagrees with the super cycle.
An 80% pullback from 200K would be 40K.
Like 60K.
40K.
From 300?
No, from 300. No, from 200.
No, yeah. I'll talk about
he 300. Was going with 300.
His price prediction is 300,000 by September 2025, and an 80% pullback will take
it. Yeah, that'd be 60K. 60K. Yeah.
And that would still be huge.
Hold on a second. He's saying 300K by the end of 2025 or by 2025?
By the end, September
2020. Okay, cool.
The entire bull market. Top.
Patriot Caveman in the house. Yo, Keeper. We've all been telling you about XRP. It's shit. Well, thank you.
I love how everybody is now starting to agree with that, because the last 2 years that I've been on here has been a very different conversation. Very different conversation.
Just go doing a little shilling in the chat, but I'll give it to you. I'll let you shill, my brother, because we are going to talk about some meme coins here in a minute. And actually, this will be a great, you know what, Jisco, this couldn't have been a better transition. I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to let you shill via Super Chat. $5.99. I will put you on the wheel. I don't believe this person's a member, so I'm going to put him on the wheel 6 times. So thank you very much for the Super Chat. It says, what do you think about Giga? It's the real Giga Chad meme on Solana. So let's go there.
Yeah, I saw people talking about it. I think somebody
said, they are. This is a conversation.
People are talking about it. I heard somebody say something that is like they own the handle Giga Chad on Twitter. Okay. Being a Chad is like the whole thing about being based and all this, all the new hipster stuff, right?
Oh yeah, all the verbiage, the new verbiage.
Yeah. All the buzzwords that you need to be cool nowadays. So they apparently own Giga Chad Twitter handle. I don't know if it's true or not, and obviously if it is, then there goes another meme, right? Right off the rip. Who knows, bro? Who knows? At least it's on Solana. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg for gas fees.
Well, that's what I want to talk about. So hold on. While I dive into this and we have this conversation, can you look that up? I'm just curious. Neither of us own this, so I'm just
Giga Chad.
Can you pull it up? Can you pull up Giga? Yeah. And I just want to look at it, see what the market cap is, whatever.
Oh, that's a ticker, Giga.
Yeah, the ticker is Giga. It looks like GIGA. Right. Okay, so here's the deal. Yesterday, I jumped. You guys know we've been talking about it. We've been playing around with meme coins. Full disclosure, actual meme coins are gambling. This is scratching a gambling itch. If you call it anything other than that, you're lying to yourself to make yourself feel better. Okay. I have been doing and playing, doing some gambling a little bit. And yesterday, I bought two things. I don't even need to show what they are. I'll tell what they are, but it doesn't really matter. I bought Cybonk yesterday. Okay, let's talk about that one first. I bought it a little bit less than 4 million, and it jumped up over. I think it got to. Let me pull it and double check. But I think what I saw it at the highest. I think. Let me take it off a 3-minute chart here. Let me go to an hourly chart at least. Yeah, it got up to about. It wicked up to 7.5 million. So I almost doubled. Oh, you're looking at something.
I was looking at the
yeah. No, I can do that. Hold on. Let me show that whole screen. I can do it. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. It wicked up to
Alex all crypto in the chat. What's going on, bro? Shout out. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be on Piper Academy tomorrow.
Oh yeah. All right. Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on Piper Academy tomorrow. So
nice. All right. So check this out. So it wicked up here to. Oh, did I put it on? I didn't put it on. There you go. You got it. It wicked up here to about 7.5 million from a little bit less than 4 where I bought in. I bought in like right around here. I almost doubled. Okay, now let me say this before. Let me click back over here. I didn't see those 7.5 wick happen because I would have, honestly, I believe that I would have pulled because I like seeing 100% for me. I'm at least pulling my initial back.
But the gas fees are so high, though.
That's where I'm coming with. That's where I'm going. So that one,
they trap you with that, bro. They trap
you. Dude, the gas fee on that one, I think I actually got away like easy, and it was like $70 or $79. Okay, that's insanity, especially when I only put $300 in. Okay, so that's ignorant as hell. So the first problem is, let's say it's 70 to get in, 70 to get out, even though the gas fees have been higher than that. That's 140. I bought 300. That means
gas fee the other day.
That means $140 in gas fees on $300. That means I've got to have a 50% pump just to pay back my damn gas.
Yep.
Then the second one, which is one that I might hold on to a little bit. You can pull me back up if you want. It's called Halving. And this one's got a really good narrative. I'm basically bust even right now. This one has been kind of all over the place, but overall, if you look at this chart, I mean, it's been pretty solid. I mean, we've got higher lows and whatever. At any event, the whole point is that what did I pay on that one? Well, I bought a lot more on that one, but that doesn't really matter for the case that I'm about to tell you.
Dude, you forgot to disclose, brother. These people are paying you to show all this stuff.
Yeah, right. I paid $119 on a gas. So yesterday in two assets, I spent like $200.
Yeah, dude.
In gas fees, and I quote unquote got off easy.
Just one asset, right? Let's say you got into that Cypunk thing, it pumped, right? You paid like almost $100 because when I was looking at it later last night, I didn't get in. I was already at 6 mil market cap, and I was like, damn. I looked at the gas fee. The gas fee was like $100-something. I was like, heck no, I'm not buying this thing, right? So I didn't buy it. But you paid. Let's round up to $100, right? And then you bought $200 worth. Let's say $100 gas fee. You're in for $300. You go up 50%, and you're I'm gonna take profit. Then you're gonna get hit with another 100, another 100.
Gas fee. It's got to run.
So it has to like run, so it traps you, right? So then it has that pump, and then it has that dump, and then you get stuck there because if the gas fees don't come down, you're kind of stuck there. Either you're going to be breaking even or just losing money, even with a pump, because the gas fees are so ridiculous.
Yeah, the way that you're so listen, this is what we want to talk about. We want to talk about some of these. If you want to play with some of these, like what some of the other networks look like. So we're going to get into that in just a second. But what I do want to
look at Gig. I pulled that up.
Okay, yeah. What I want to say before you pull that up is that if to win on ETH, you literally need to, and listen, you're still gambling and you still won't win all of these. You need to be part of some of these call groups. You need to get, we call it like it is. We tell it like it is. We are in groups. We know people who pump these things. We don't do or participate in the pump and dump type of things. But
one side of us, we, is part of all of that. The other side, I'm not cool enough to be part of those.
Lies. You are in some of these
clubs. I'm not part of those conversations. I'm not part of the Illuminati.
The holier than thou.
I'm not holy. I'm just not invited. I'm not saying I wouldn't join.
I'm
just saying I'm not invited to the conversation.
All right. So getting back to the way that you're going to really win on these, you've got to get in on the very front side because the gas fees are so high. So now let's take okay, you're pissed off with ETH. As much as I love ETH, and it's 60% of my portfolio. I did check on that, by the way.
I like 60%. ETH, but
I love it.
On ETH, though.
The meme coins on ETH are pissing me off. So I start looking. And let's go. You know what? The Solana one. Pull it. So here.
So this Giga thing that they were talking about, this thing ran 900% in 6 days, bro.
Okay.
In 6 days, it ran 900%. It's sitting at 15.9 mil market cap right now. It's down 14% in the last.
What are you on?
Hours.
What are you on? Are you on
this Dex Screener?
Dex Screener. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Solana. At least it has lower gas fees. It's on the Radium Dex over there. Okay. So I don't know anything about this thing. Obviously, it's the Giga, right? But the thing is, ETH meme coins are strangling people with the gas fees, bro. The gas fees are redonkulous over there.
Can you look at anything beside? Oh yeah, they do have other.
They show you all the Solana meme coins here.
Yeah.
Is Bonk doing anything?
Dude, I don't know. Well, it sure as hell did. I mean, I don't know where it's at right now. You can just search it.
Yeah, let me see. Right Bonk is up 16% the last 7 days.
Yeah, but it was up a couple 100% or something.
Yeah, in the last month. In the last month, they're all up over hundreds of percent. Yeah, Pepe's still up over 100. So is Shiba. But these things are ETH, brother. That's another thing about meme coins. It comes in cycles, right? There'll be a wave where all the meme coins, all the hype is on Ethereum. Then it gets crazy. People jump off Ethereum. They'll jump to Solana. Then the Solana meme coins pop off, right? And then that cools down, jumps onto another network, and then just recycles itself like that. And people need to position themselves and be aware of those cycles as well.
So I'm getting
a meme rally doesn't mean there's a rally for all the blockchains.
I'm trying to figure out how to follow the money with this. And again, this is all, and I want to be really clear with people too. This is all with money that we are prepared to flat out lose. This is the degen side of crypto that I've been trying to figure out more and more. And I've always been so ETH heavy. And then I started to think about it.
You're not going to be with all them gas fees.
Yeah, I started to think about it. I'm like, wait a minute. ETH is a huge part of my portfolio. And what am I doing? I'm freaking burning ETH half the damn time. Because the reality is, if I can win on a different chain and not spend my ETH, if I want to flop it to ETH, fine. I can do so, right? I have the ability to do that. I can do that on a centralized exchange, flop it, send it, done. And I spent $50 total to do 10 different moves. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I'm having a hard time with that. Ton coin is number 8.
Wait, before we get into that, did you hear about this, about Tesla and SpaceX buying Bitcoin?
I heard that. I did not hear that. I heard that Tesla, I think, is tokenizing.
I don't know about that. I don't know about tokenizing, but I did hear that their earnings report, when they came out, they had like an increased amount of Bitcoin in their earnings report.
Does that surprise you?
They were apparently buying Bitcoin.
Does that surprise you?
Huh?
That can't surprise you.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. And so we're seeing these markets, and I think what we're seeing is people are doing what you're saying, Crusader. They're getting like I am, they're getting tired of, they're like, damn, this is too expensive. It's just, there's a point where, like, I don't care how much ETH you have, I still look at a transaction and say, fiscally, financially, this doesn't make sense. Like you just said, hey, I'm gonna put $500 in here. Oh, I pay 2 gas fees. Now $200. That's 40% of my bag has been in gas. That means I gotta have a 40% pump.
Another fee that people are not aware of is when you buy a new token. When you buy a new token, before being able to resell that token, there's a little signature, little transaction you gotta do to allow that token to be sold or bought. And you gotta pay gas fee on that too. It's not as high as the other gas fee.
Yeah,
but it's another gas fee, and
it's like a limit. Where you're okaying the limit,
okaying the amount of that token that you're willing to buy, willing to sell or whatever.
Yeah,
you have to do that when you.
It's usually like $6-7, but still
in the wallet.
Yeah, you're still paying for it for sure.
Yeah.
You're still
as weight goes higher and higher, that gas fee gets higher and higher.
So one of them that I have been, kind of following money around and talking to people in the space. I'm not going to dive in deep on this, but has been Toncoin, and I want to touch on this real quick, just from just one simple standpoint. It started off in 2019, and I remember when this came out. You and I had not met at this point yet, but I remember this is the one that is the Telegram is Telegram money, effectively, right? Yeah. And I think that there's so much that happens degen wise on Telegram. There's also a lot of scams, right? But I'm just saying,
Oh yeah.
there's so much that happens on Telegram that I could see this thing doing really, really well. And because there's so many call groups on Telegram, I see this being a place where people are going to migrate just for the same, because if I've done some bridging. It was actually really simple. I bridged yesterday because I wanted to buy some time. I bridged yesterday on changenow.io. Have you ever used that bridge before?
Nope.
Check this out. It's really simple to do, but effectively, hold on a second. I'll show you. Just really simple. It's a really simple way to bridge. Okay. So literally, you can pick whatever asset you want here. You don't have to, use ETH, but let's just say you wanted to do ETH. Okay. Hey, I want to send over 1 ETH. And then it tells you how many Toncoin you're going to get. Okay, cool. You're going to get 1,393 Toncoin. Then what you do is you put in your recipient wallet. This is the wallet that you ultimately want this ETH worth of Ton to go to. And then when you hit confirm, I'm not going to do it right now because I think I've maybe got one of my wallets linked, and I'm not trying to swap an ETH right now. When you do that, it then comes up, and this is why I like it. It then comes up and says, okay, send your 1 ETH here, and it gives you the address. So you can go over to MetaMask or wherever you have the ETH, and you just plug in that address. And then what I like about it is the bridge. When you go back to the bridge, it has a little sliding bar across the bottom, and that sliding bar tells you exactly where things are. The moment you send it over to that address, the changenow.io recognizes it. You know what I mean? Obviously the blockchain, boom, it's there, and it says, hey, money has been sent. Okay, now it's processing. Now it's exchanging. Now it's in your wallet, and you open up your wallet, and whatever wallet that is, and you are, you're set. So I like the idea of being on different networks, dude. As much as I've been against it, it's getting too out
That's right,
of control.
Bro. That's why
That's
why I've been listening to my boy Clay the Great, and I have gotten on
AVAX.
Bro, cock in you, bro. This thing's been ripping, rocking, and rolling.
Let's have this conversation. Yeah,
I've been talking about it since it was down here at 77 mil market cap.
Okay,
it hit.
Did you buy it at that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a small bag. Okay. It hit over 300 mil market cap just yesterday. Came back down. Now we're sitting at right now. Support here of 271 mil market cap.
Okay.
Right now.
Here's my well. First of all, pitch me why at $271 million market cap as a meme token.
Yeah.
Why would I buy that?
Well, because it cock in you, right? In this instance, right now.
I know you like a lot of cock in you, but that's a totally different story outside of crypto.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some cock in you when it's the best meme, bro. It's the best meme.
That didn't sound weird at all.
It's the best.
We'll slide right past it,
dude. That is exactly meme. So why it's gonna hit.
You're saying the name. The name.
You just proved itself why it's gonna go to $1 billion. It's the best meme out there. Okay. There's no better meme and name and branding and community than this. This thing is going to be huge, right? So yes, is it going to 100x? No, right? But can you 5x? Can you maybe 10x? Because you're saying, well, 1 billion is the limit. It could go higher than 1 billion. Shiba's at 22 billion, right? Or 19 billion or whatever it is. Yeah, Shiba's like a $19 billion market cap.
That's it,
right?
But okay.
So long story short, this thing could go to $1 billion or higher. It has exactly what we just had: the branding, the jokes, the meme. It's the best living meme out there, right?
Okay.
So therefore, can it 5x, 10x? Very possible. Is it going to make you rich overnight? No, unless you put a huge amount of capital in it, right? But long story short, it's not really listed on any of the big exchanges yet. So it's not on Coinbase. It's not on Binance. It's not on any of the big tier ones. I think it only has a listing like on I don't even think it has MEXC yet. No, I don't think so. So it has literally none of the big listings at all. Therefore, I think this has a lot of room to run. It has low gas fees. It's on AVAX, right? It's an underrated ecosystem over on AVAX, and I think this thing's gonna, when people look back at it, they're like, damn, how did I miss out on some cocky in you? Let me tell you, bro, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of it. So I I agree with you. Memeability. It's freaking fantastic. It's
There's
funny.
no better meme. There's no better meme.
It's on point, and I see why people are
Mhm.
in it, and the fact that what we were just talking about with it being on Avalanche, like Clay the Great loving his Avalanche. Shout out to you, Clay. There's a lot of great things happening there, and it doesn't cost much money. So what I want to say first of all is, for those of you that were like me and trying to stay loyal to ETH, or just didn't want to or hold on, let's be fair too, or just were lazy and didn't feel like, I'm comfortable with Uniswap, I'm comfortable with this, I'm used to doing this on MetaMask, blah 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 blah. I'm telling you, expand your horizons. It's been a great decision to look at other networks. Now, my pushback is, for me, if I'm going to buy a meme, this is just for me, I want to do it with a smaller amount of capital with a higher ability to gain,
well, yeah, of course. You want to be in one of those groups where you're told about it at 100K, you buy it with $100 and make $100 into like 100K, and be like, meme coins are the freaking best. They're the best thing ever.
I just turned into a 1930s mobster.
Meme coins.
Got it. And so my issue with buying something that's at 270 million,
but there's less risk. That's the thing, right? You buying the meme coins that are like $1 million or less, way higher risk that those things are going to be a rug pull. They're not going to get anywhere.
For sure.
Off, right? 200 mil market cap.
My risk reward is what I'm looking at.
That's risk.
I'm just looking at my risk reward.
You're getting too greedy, bro. A 5x isn't a huge amount of money. It's just massive. How much capital you put in.
It's massive. I like a 5x on a small number, but for me, I look for 1 to 5x on a few $100 to $1,000. I can't do that in it with any sort of speed with Cock Inu. That's what I'm getting.
What do you mean with any sort of speed?
Well, dude, it's gonna take. You're not going from 250 million up to $1 billion overnight. I'll tell you that.
Not overnight, but in a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, or did you forget about Pepe? Did you forget about Bond?
Couple of weeks,
right?
For sure.
All it takes is the organization of these centralized exchanges to all, like just how they did with Pepe, just how they did with Bonk, right? So you all get together and say, okay, this thing's got enough volume, it's got enough holders, it's got enough of what we need. Let's all start listing it back to back in the next couple of weeks. And then you just see it rocking, ripping, and rolling. It just needs some organization, and it's all over. Yeah. And we can get to $1 billion pretty quickly.
Hey, shout out right here. Daniel Brown says, "What's good? Just heard about you on the Giga Chad Telegram. Had to come subscribe." See, I mean, this is where it's at, bro. So Daniel, it's your boy CryptoKeeper over here. I invited him from the Giga Chad, from the Giga Chad.
There you go. Group. See, I told you you're part of all those groups that I'm not part of. You see what I mean?
I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's here. We got new people coming in saying, "What is up?" So yeah, dude. I think the moral of the story for me is
Have you heard about the other one? The other about Brett?
What network?
Another meme coin.
What network?
On Base.
It's on. You know what? One of the dudes in my Giga Chad group was talking about Base. Was talking about Base. Yeah.
It's on tape now, guys. You guys know I wasn't lying earlier.
Okay. Brett, talk to me about Brett. It's got some dude's freaking name on it. Is the meme now?
It's a dude's name, but it's like a Pepe's cousin. It looks like Pepe.
It's like Pepe's cousin, Brett.
Yes, dude. Look, I'm gonna show you.
You got Pepe, which is a Spanish name linked up with his cousin Brett. That's from freaking Minnesota.
Dude, Pepe's
it's Brett from Minnesota, and his cousin's Pepe.
Yeah, you can have an American cousin. Look, so Pepe is a green frog, and look at this guy. Look at Brett. He's a blue frog with some like bear ears.
He's something. I don't know. I don't know that that looks like my 2.5-year-old daughter drew it, but sure.
Whatever. He's Pepe's ugly cousin. This thing's had a massive rip. It's the first meme coin on Base. I tried to get into it, dude, but I had to bridge ETH onto Base because Base is not a crypto that you can just buy, right? It doesn't have a token.
Easy peasy.
Oh, it's easy. It's just a fat gas fee. It was like a $200 gas fee. I was only going to buy $200 worth. Ooh. I was like, I'm gonna buy 50% of what I'm putting in there in just the gas fee. Yeah. So I said, heck no, I'm not bridging over there and paying $200 in gas fee.
B Baker, we're gonna talk about the
XRP. Yeah, the clickbait. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about XRP here in just a second. I mean, the people are here for XRP, and we are gonna talk about it. I just want to finish with this conversation. So as you are on all of these different, I guess it depends on how many projects you're in and out of, whatever.
What?
Somebody told me, and I cannot remember, maybe you'll know what it is. Somebody told me, actually, remind me to ask Larry, you know what I'm talking about, and I think he told you this too. What is the program that he told us where we can keep track of all? Because what I said to him was, I was like, bro, how do I keep track of? I got stuff on Avalanche. I got stuff on Solana. I got stuff on ETH. I got stuff on Timecoin. I got da-da-da. And all of a sudden, like, dude, I literally will find wallets and be like, I found a wallet today that had an extra $180 in it. I had no idea it was even there. It's like, I just forget, right? What was that program? Remember, he told us there was an app.
I don't remember what it was.
Damn, I need to remember that. I need
that conversation was a long time ago.
Write that down. Yeah.
But I'm not worried. I actually like it that way. I am actually not like you. I don't want everything in one place because you got to stay decentralized, bro. Got to stay decentralized. Once you start getting everything centralized under one thing, no bueno.
No bueno. No, I don't mind it. I just like knowing where all of it is. Shout out to Johnny. He knew what the news was. That's actually the news. Crusader loves XRP. That is the news, and I'm glad that he hit the horn for that. So,
yeah, if you've seen my TikToks, that's all I talk about.
That's right.
I just posted one out today talking about what the XRP people should be doing.
Oh, hater. What did you tell them? They should freaking dump and
buy. I told them they gotta go watch
and buy Cocky in you.
Nope, I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them. A lot of people had the impression that I was telling them to sell, but I didn't. I just said, hey, if you're an XRP holder, X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna actually say what it was. You guys gotta go watch it. It's over on Tickety Tockety. And it's just one of those things where people are like, yeah, man, that's 100%. There's a lot more XRP, like they call me, haters now. And I'm just like, where were all these great people in the last 2 years, bro? Because the last 2 years, I heard nothing but praises for XRP, bro. A lot of people are frustrated now.
Of course they are.
Hundreds of percent, and XRP is still sitting like a flat pancake, doing nothing but a 3 to 5% on a week.
Well, listen, people showed up for XRP. We're going to talk about it. Okay. Garrett knows the truth, right? I am the Giga Chad. Garrett,
XRP,
you will be immediately blocked here in just a minute. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So let's talk about it.
Let's go.
XRP. There is some news out there that they're
going to take over the SWIFT system.
That John Deaton,
do you know where NYCB Bank is that? Why
dude, actually it's gonna be 50K tomorrow. It's gonna be 50K tomorrow.
Why the NYCB Bank was crashing?
Enrique said, "Shouldn't you know?" I'm gonna get to the XRP thing, but he says, "Shouldn't you know about what wallets you have based off where you write your keys down?" Yes and no. When I'm talking about just random. I'm talking about like a bunch of random, like smaller wallet, this, that, at any event. I don't need to get into it. I just forget that I have stuff in certain places. All right. So XRP, John Deaton, you know who he is, right? XRP lawyer.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was like John Dutton from the Yellowstone.
I mean, if he starts slaying bodies in the Senate in the same way that they do on Yellow, that'd be great.
You mean
so? He is going up against one of our favorites. Can you guess who he might be going up against for Senate?
Pelosi.
Elizabeth Warren. And she is so anti-crypto. So now let's talk it through. XRP's been looking for a narrative, okay? And again, I'm not selling my XRP.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean it's been looking for a narrative?
Well, what else are you going to do at this point? I've been sitting on this shit for years, bro.
It's had 10 narratives. It's going to be the world reserve asset. It's going to be the bridge currency.
We're looking for a new one.
It's going to take over all the banks.
The XRP fam is looking for a new one. That's what's happening here. We're looking.
Now they're getting DeFi. Now they're getting DeFi. That's a new thing on XRPL, right? They're getting the AMM whatever upgrade.
I can't wait till this thing rips, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I wish I would have bought that.
Oh my gosh, I made so much money in the last 5 years, and I didn't have to wait 10 to
when
make
the 50K overnight flip gets switched, bro. You're gonna be you're going to be very happy because I've already committed to you that you'll never work again as my business partner. The 50K overnight, you're done. You never have to work again. So you will love XRP. You just call me every morning and tell me how much you love it. That'll be payment enough for the tens of millions of dollars to send your way. All right. So He is going up against Elizabeth Warren, and Elizabeth Warren has been very anti-crypto.
They're fighting for the Senate seat.
Yeah, they're fighting for the Senate seat,
But he's
and
not a senator.
he's not currently. He's an attorney, but you know how that goes. A lot of senators, a lot of people in Congress.
You grease the right pockets, you're right in.
That's right. That's right. Just do what you got to do. He's accepting. He's accepting. Hold on. He's accepting donations currently.
What a hero.
On crypto. In crypto. In what do you know? In XRP. I am very interested to see, though. I really do think that it would be very good. Now, let's not say just for XRP, just for the crypto space as a whole, to start having senators coming in that are genuinely and truly entrenched into what the crypto space is all about. I think is really important, because we have so many people that have been pushing so hard against this narrative, and we've still been succeeding. Think about what can happen when you get an attorney who's fought for, securities laws, etc., that is pro crypto. Think about how well that should bode for laws with crypto, which we do need the regulations. We do need the laws. I think it's an important step, and I'm hoping that he wins. I don't care that you don't like XRP. I love the fact that he's pro crypto, that he's running for Senate, and we could boot Elizabeth Warren out of there. That would be great.
So when I hear that, I'm voting for Elizabeth Warren. I would rather keep Elizabeth Warren in office than get this freaking XRP bill hole in there talking about XRP this and XRP that and CBDC this, because that's where those laws are going.
I saw Mac Lorden put out a video on TikTok, and I'm going to ask you the question. He was talking about how there are people, don't be effectively the person that just refuses to believe or refuses to admit or refuses to say that something is the real deal. He was talking about crypto as a whole. People that say that it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. It's a $2.5 trillion. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Right. And the question was, at what point does that person, at what point does a person that's so heavy that direction say, okay, you were right, and it made sense? I'm being dead serious. Don't be a smartass. At what point?
I'm already
what would have to happen with XRP for you to say, you don't have to like it, for you to say, okay, like that genuinely was worth your weight, and it actually what problem would it have to solve, and what price point honestly would it have to get to where, hey, it was worth the 6 years I've been sitting on it?
Well, I want to clarify, I'm not holding anything, so it's never going to be worth for me anything.
I know it's not.
So,
but for you to be able to say, like, hey, it actually did what it said it was going to do, and okay, like what would it have to realistically do?
I don't think that it can't do what it says that it's going to do, right? The connection with the banks working, the technology works. It's just the price points and the narrative of this thing is going to make people instant billionaires overnight, because these narratives are going to take over or come to fruition, is what really bothers me about the XRP cult, right? That they're not realistic about, if this asset really was going to do these things, why in the world would they let you accumulate for the last 10 years? Because XRP is one of the first cryptos from like 2013, 2014 has been around. It didn't come out in 2019. It's just like a new kid to the block. It's been around for a long time. And there's a lot of other competition now that can do the same narrative, the same transfers and payment system and this and that XRP can. The only thing XRP has is the Ripple people behind them that has all the connections. But the technology itself is nothing unique at this point. Whatever. That long story being said, I still don't understand the question. At what point am I supposed to
I'm asking you, at what point would you yield and say, hey, I know you're never going to say you like it, but at what point would you yield and say, hey, listen, this has been successful. It actually followed through, and what is it, a price point? What I'm asking is it a price point? Is it a hey, it actually took over the SWIFT system? Or what would it have to do?
I've never doubted that it can do what it's promising it's going to do. Taking over bank system, doing certain things. What I don't agree with is the price points. The narratives of the price points that are going to happen because X, Y, and Z is going to take to fruition. So could their connections with the World Economic Forum and all this stuff completely make these things happen? Yeah, it could. It can definitely happen. I'm still not going to be for it. I'm still against it. I still believe it is going to cause debt slavery. I think everyone that buys XRP is a simp. And that, like, it's just that. It is that. That is the hill I'm willing to die on, and there's nothing that's going to change that. And like I said, I just want to clarify, I don't doubt that it can achieve the things it's going to. It just won't achieve the price points that some of these people put on because it does these things.
Yeah. Makes sense. Hey, you're standing by your convictions. I just look forward to the day that that I can actually, I'm sitting at the bottom of the bear market. I was still up, like, I guess, I don't know, 300+%. So I have nothing to lose at this point. So I'm just letting it sit, just letting it cook, right?
Just time, a lot of gains.
But dude,
it's gonna burn.
I get it, but it's like at some point you're so committed to being anti-XRP.
Bro,
At
look
some
how much
point,
money could have made on so many other cryptos in just the last 2 months.
I don't disagree. I don't
5 years.
I don't disagree with it whatsoever. I'm just saying that at some point you've done something and been in something for so long that it's just like, throw my hands up. This is either going to happen, and I will have waited it through and been the most patient mother effer ever, or I'm just going to go down with the ship. And we're going to find out through this next bull run. I will say this. I'll say this live on here. I've got quite a bit of XRP. And if we do not hit an all-time high, if we don't hit an all-time high, this bull run, I will sell it live on the stream. All of it. I will put a big fat.
What's the all-time high for that thing? It was like
sell
$3
order
and something, right?
I'm looking at it right now. It's like 330, I think.
330 was the all-time high.
Yeah.
$3.30.
$3.30.
That's where everybody got trapped in, like 10
on
years
January 4th of 2018. And then on the 15th, 11 days later, it was half of that. It was $1.67. But that's true crypto fashion. You know what I mean? Yeah. We've got to find. It is time to finally. It's been time, but it is time. This bull market being different, sure as heck, better play out for XRP.
Okay, so that being said, who took it? It took Bitcoin to make XRP pump. Even after all the garbage that all the XRP maxis talk about, how Bitcoin
it's not even pumping, it's at 62 cents.
I'm saying if it hits an all-time high or it doesn't, or whatever it is, right? It's like, oh, this bull market is different. Who paved the way for this bull market to be different? Oh, that's right. The dinosaur.
That's always the answer.
Thing that sucks, that nobody uses. That
Bitcoin's always the answer.
No, not to the XRP army.
B. Baker, quit busting my balls, bro. Here's the actual news. John Deaton is running for freaking Senate against Elizabeth Warren, and that could push a pro-crypto, pro-XRP narrative. We love it.
XRP.
We love it.
They're gonna dish out the XRP on when they do the universal basic income. You get some XRP. You get some XRP. You get some XRP. Oh, my XRP is going down. What's going on? But it's utility, baby. It's utility. Everyone's getting some XRP.
Yeah. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see the XRP maxis bathe and bask in glory as we
glory. You mean
glory,
just like survival
in glory. I mean, I'm thinking that an all-time high. I think you will hear it screamed from the mountaintops when we hit an all-time high for XRP, because it's been so long.
When it hit 90 cents, everyone's like, "This is it. It's all up there. We're going to the moon. XRP for life."
So long, bro. I've been sitting here for freaking, can't even tell you how. Let's see. I guess I actually could tell you. Around August,
you were a youngster.
Around August of 2017, I've been sitting on this thing, waiting.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020. I should have sold on 1-4-2018. Should have sold the whole bag, baby.
How many people got trapped that day, bro?
But here we are. I really will. But the whole thing around the XRP narrative is XRP always has and always will have this cult-like community. If we get John Deaton, the XRP pro, attorney, on the Senate, I'm telling you, just off that news alone, XRP will pump, because that's just
and then the escrow is gonna dump another good chunk on everybody.
I don't know how much I don't know how much XRP is left. 38 billion something is still in escrow, something like that.
How much?
38 billion, I think.
I'm sure I'll run out here. You know, if it's anything like the U.S. government,
no, it's got to be
a few billions. Nothing.
It's got to be 46. No, it's 46 billion. So over the next, over the next 4 years, effectively, it's gonna continue to dilute.
Good saving for dilute your gains because they could be dumping on you, using you as exit liquidity.
Crypto fam, what have you learned from the stream today? First of all, I got people on the wheel. We've got over $4,000 coming your way the next time we play Flipper Hodl. Excited about that.
What is that happening? Sometime before this bull market ends?
Yeah, right. I plan on having a Flipper Hodl by next Friday. So for those of you looking to get in,
not this Friday.
Get in where you fit in. We've had stranger things happen on the day before. We'll let you guys know via X. If you're not following us on X, if you're not in our Discord, change it. Fix that problem. We will let you know there. Just got an alert from one of my Giga Chat groups.
Oh, you see, from one of the groups I'm not in.
See if it's a good one. Just let me know. Contract deployed. Liquidity pool hasn't been created. Liquidity hasn't been added, and liquidity hasn't been burnt. So I don't need it right now. Okay, yeah. So we have learned that ETH gas fees are getting absolutely out of hand, and people, I think, are finally realizing and have been in crypto long enough to be comfortable playing around on different networks that they're doing it, and we're seeing it. So Solana's popping, Avalanche's meme coins on Avalanche are popping. Toncoin, people have been playing around. I mean, there's just stuff.
Your Illuminati friends have been telling you Toncoins.
My Illuminati friends have been telling me there's definitely different networks to play in, different pools to swim in. So expand your mind, people. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. It's Thursday. You could have been anywhere hanging out, but you were hanging out with Crypto Wars. Crusader, anything I missed before we sign off?
When does the Trading Wars start?
Trading Wars. Well, we need to actually, when we get off here, sign a contract. So we got to do that.
All right.
When we get off here. So we'll give you the Trading Wars start date. I believe that a realistic Trading Wars start date, for those of you wondering, will be on the 18th. I believe the 18th of March will be, so not this coming Monday, but the Monday after. I believe
about a week and a half from now.
About a week and a half. B Baker wants to know when the bull market ends.
When does the bull market end?
Well, hopefully never.
Yeah, if we're in a super cycle, probably never for Bitcoin. Altcoins will probably be different. But the 2025, that's about it. 2025 comes to an end. You better look.
And the 2025, at least if history repeats itself.
Yeah. If the 4-year cycle continues and there's no super cycle, 2025, the end of 2025 is tippity toppity. Better been taking profits by that time.
B Baker wants you to dig into the Ripple Medico connection.
Yeah, I know. They bought some company in the United States that gives them clarity to do some jack squat, diggity ding dong, and at some point they're going to take over Swift, and at some point
I really can't wait though to see this spike on the chart when it does happen. You know what I'm saying? 60 cents to $3.
You'll get a nice little throw clap.
Bing. Crypto fan, we love you. Question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We will see you soon.